Welcome to Tiranvalar YouTube channel. Today we are going to see again the subject science. So Unit 3, changes around us. So it is a topic or unit from 7th standard science, and today we are going to see another one, the unit 11, carbon and its compounds. It is from standard 10th. So we are going to explain a combined ideology about this. The part number 6, question number 3 from standard 10th, comparing to 7th standard, there is a common question, the define fermentation. So the student should know what is fermentation, but at the same time in 10th standard there is a peculiar, the 7-mark question, that is manufacture of ethanol from sugarcane. So for that 7th standard I am going to give very short idea, but the manufacture of ethanol, it is sugar from sugarcane. So I am going to give somewhat elaborate ideology. So actually, what is fermentations? The fermentation, so you see, basically it is a chemical change that you should understand. It is a chemical change, and it is an irreversible reaction also. It is an irreversible reaction because here the sugar solution convert or change into alcohol and carbon dioxide. But at the same time, that alcohol cannot change into sugar solution again. That is what it is called totally irreversible reaction also. And about this fermentation, it was described by a scientist. The scientist's name is Louis Pasteur. Actually, he was a French scientist, particularly chemist and microbiologist. So for a short ideology or for a short understanding about the fermentation is, it is a chemical change. During this change, certain microorganisms like bacteria and yeast, they break the sugar solution into alcohol and carbon dioxide in the absence of air. That process is called fermentation. So that is enough. A student from up to 8th standard, they should know these things about what is fermentation. But when we are going to see that level of 10th standard, that unit carbon and its compound, there is a peculiar question about the manufacture of ethanol and what are the uses of ethanol, and different questions are there. That is what I am going to give somewhat more explanation about fermentation. So you see, during the manufacture of sugar from sugarcane, a dark colored liquid are left out as a byproduct in the time of the sugar which is taken from sugarcane. So this dark color, the liquid byproduct, is otherwise called sugar solution. So you make short notes also. Sugar solution, or it is otherwise called molasses. So the sugar solution is otherwise called molasses. So what is this molasses? So molasses is a byproduct, is a dark colored liquid. This molasses is nothing but, that is sucrose, that is nothing but sucrose, glucose, C6H12 and O6. So this molasses or the sugar solution contains how much percentage of that sucrose? That is 30 percentage. 30 percentage of sucrose is there. The sucrose is otherwise called, it is one of the food items, nutritory substance which is coming under carbohydrate. The carbohydrate that is mainly divided into three: monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide. The sucrose comes under that disaccharide. So that molasses or that sugar solution contains the sucrose or this glucose. So when we want to get the alcohol, this molasses or the sucrose or the sugar solution contains the enough amount of nitrogenous matter. So I am explaining this nitrogenous matter. So first sugarcane, right? Put our downward arrow mark. That is going to become a sugar solution or molasses. The molasses contain 30 percentage of sucrose. Then the molasses that contains nitrogenous matter. These nitrogenous matters are food for yeast also. So why we are using the yeast as a microorganisms for preparation of or manufacturing the ethanol from sugarcane? Because this yeast which is going to feed on the nitrogenous matter, that you understand it. That is what we introduce this, what? The yeast. After this solution is going to kept 303 degree Kelvin in a few days. So after that few days, there is a process that is very important. This yeast, what we put in that sugar solution, it contains two enzymes. That is very important. You write note also. So one of the enzyme is called invertase. Another one enzyme is called cymase. These two enzymes are very, very indispensable for the manufacture of ethanol from sugarcane. So these two enzymes that are going to convert the sugar solution into ethanol. So ethanol is otherwise called alcohol. And with that ethanol or that alcohol, this is spelling AlCOHOL, alcohol, and carbon dioxide in the absence of air. There should not be the atmospheric air in the air. So that is what they kept this molasses, that means sugar solution, in a separated tank. For what? For avoid the presence of air. So in this way we got ethanol. So here very short way in the chemical reactions, or fermentation is a process in which such a microorganisms like bacteria and yeast break sugar solution, that means molasses or the sucrose solution, into alcohol and carbon dioxide in the absence of air is called fermentation. This is the way we can prepare alcohol from the sugar. So in the time of that preparation of sugar from the sugarcane, we obtain that alcohol or that ethanol. So here you should know the chemical formula of ethanol. So there is a two word. One is ethanol, ethanol. When it is ethanol, when it is comes under alcohols, that is called ethanol. The CH3, CH2OH, CH3, CH2OH. That is comes under alcohols. That time you should say ethanol. NO, number, no, ethanol. When it is come under aldehydes, that time that is called as chemical formula is CH3CHO. That time you called this ethanol, ETHANAL, na, N. There, no, ethanol, this is ethanol. So that is the separate formula. Under alcohols, that is ethanol. Under aldehydes, that is called ethanol. So this is the way we can get it from the sugar solution to the alcohol or ethanol. In there is so many or further much explanations are there. But you don't worry about that explanation. Simply you write, during the manufacturing of sugar from the sugar grain, there is a byproduct. That byproduct name is molasses. The molasses contains 30% of sucrose. The solution is kept for 303 degree Kelvin for a few days, and it contains the nitrogenous matter. It is a food substance for the microorganisms like bacteria and yeast. Here we introduce yeast. That yeast eat the nitrogenous matter, and that time it is the yeast contain two types of enzyme. One is invertase, another one is zymase. That is going to convert the sugar solution into ethanol, and the chemical formula of the ethanol is CH3CH2OH. That you have to write about manufacture of ethanol from sugarcane. I hope you have understood very, very well about the manufacture of ethanol from sugarcane. So we will see the next class. Thank you very much.